Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the English trainer for this hour. The topic we are doing is on escaping the office. So, how many times have you gone on vacation from work and then got a call on your cell phone because something has come up, or that you felt like you were honor bound or a sense of duty that you need to actually go to the office or call in and check in or check your email just to make sure that everything is done and that you've been able to stay in the loop. So that is basically what we will be talking about today is the phenomenon that's happened around the world of people having jobs, and when they take their vacation, because of modern technology, they're not really taking their vacation. So that is what we will be going over today. So look forward to working with all of you who show up to the class. Let me show you the material. Okay, so this is escaping the office. We'll start out with a topic, and then we will go through some vocabulary. Then we will go straight into the reading. And then after that, we will look at comprehension questions. How much did you understand the reading? We will also do a collocation check. We will learn some collocations and how to use them. And then we will practice those collocations, and then we will have a discussion. And that is what we will do today. So again, the topic is on escaping the office, and we will be talking about how people take vacation, but because of modern technology, they don't really take vacation because they get telephone calls from people, or they check their emails all the time and stuff like that. Hello, Antonio. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone. I'm fine, thank you.
Hi. Are you ready for Christmas?
Yes, I am starting the day not very happy. A bit furious because I had yesterday some problems, and I'm very excited.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And well, it's technically April 24th, so it's New Year's Eve day for you guys. Do you celebrate on the 24th in Spain?
Yes, of course. It's the
Okay.
most important day, I think, in the year. This
Mhm.
night we're going to supper with the whole family together,
Mhm.
and we have a said, uh, what do you are, what are you going to spend your holidays, with your family or good? Well,
With your family? Are you
with
gonna?
well or in family.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, how are you going to? I think we would say it in English. It would be, how are you going to spend your holiday, or like Christmas, with your family, or will you have a good one? So,
Oh yes, it's
will you have
better
a
to
good
say
one,
that.
or will you spend it with your family?
It's the same here.
Yeah. No, we don't say that, but that's a good one. I'm going to repeat it with my. I'm going to tell that to my family tomorrow, or
Okay.
actually today, later on. We are meeting, and my family always celebrates on Christmas Eve. 2 or 3 hours we get together, and then on Christmas Day, my brothers and sisters all go to their in-laws, and so they will all do that, or they will have their own Christmas or whatever. And so the big one for our family is on Christmas Eve. So yeah. Hello, Johnny. How are you?
Merry Christmas, Holly and
Thank
Antonio.
you. Thank you. Merry
You
Christmas to you.
too.
It's like almost time for festivities to begin in New
Yes,
Zealand, isn't it?
today is Christmas Eve.
All right. Well, what
In New
time
Zealand.
exactly is it?
8 o'clock
PM?
p.m. 8 p.m. Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. And
Yeah.
today, that our manager let all the employees then have to leave earlier this afternoon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens in some companies will do that and some will not. So,
Yeah.
okay. So it's
And
8.
then
It's interesting. So you're 16 hours ahead of me then.
yes, yes. And I think the
Okay.
topic is quite suitable for me because I'm escaping the office. Like
Uh-huh.
actually, like we're on vacation on Friday.
Are you taking so you're taking Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off?
No, I'm taking 21 days off. And then I'm going to Thailand and
Oh,
Cambodia.
that's the trip you were talking about?
Yes,
Ah, okay. Well,
I'm looking
yeah, so this
forward
is
to
going to
it.
be very appropriate for you, completely.
Yes, definitely.
Completely. Completely appropriate. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's interesting. Antonio is in Spain and he's 8 hours ahead of me. So, and then you're 8 hours ahead of him. so,
Yeah.
so,
So
or
16
I guess
hours.
12 hours. No, I guess it's
What
12
time
hours
is it
ahead of
in
him.
USA?
It's midnight. So, Christmas Eve day has just begun, or actually Christmas Eve,
Just
but Christmas,
begun.
yeah. About
Okay.
6 minutes
Okay.
ago. So, but yeah, but Christmas Eve is not until the eve. So,
Okay. Yeah,
but
because as I know that they say that New Zealand is the first country can see the sunrise.
oh, you guys are. So, yeah,
Yeah.
so you guys start out the New Year's early and stuff like that. So okay, so I will. I think I'm going to be teaching at um, probably I will be teaching possibly around the time that you guys start your New Year's. so, but
Yes.
not when we do our New Year's. So we may,
Hopefully, when I'm on vacation, then I can still to listen to your lessons.
maybe, yeah, hopefully. Depends on
Yeah.
the internet access you have in the hotels. So,
Yeah. True.
all right. And so, Antonio, what is the I'm interested in Spain. What is the process for Christmas? What do you guys do? What are the traditions you will do on Christmas Eve day?
The most important tradition is to have dinner together. It's the most important day of the year
Mhm.
and the most important day in the Christmas. Uh,
Okay.
After that, we are going to have lunch together tomorrow. The
Okay. Yeah.
We call the Christmas Eve Nochebuena, and the day before we call Navidad.
Navidad.
Um,
Navidad. I know Feliz Navidas. I've
no,
heard
no,
that.
it's different.
Is it
But
okay?
it depends of the family, or the region. It could be more important the lunch of Navidad or the supper of Christmas Eve.
Okay.
But here is the most important
Mhm.
meeting in the year,
Okay.
obviously.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then Araceli, in your family, is today the more important, the most important day of the year, like Antonio's family?
Mm, I'm not sure. For me, today and tomorrow are more or less the same
Okay.
because in my family we usually spend, for example, well, not I am not able to do it because I have to go to Valencia with my parents, but I mean
Uh-huh.
the rest of my family they spend with one of the families. I mean, for example, with the husband's family
Uh-huh.
Christmas Eve, and then with the wife's family.
Christmas
The
Day.
Christmas Day, so it's interchangeable. I don't think one of them is more important than the other.
Okay. Yeah, and I think every family is different. That's how my family is. My family gets Christmas. We get Christmas Eve. I think when my siblings all got married, they were pretty much their husbands and wives were told Christmas Eve isn't the long straws with us. so
So you celebrate it every
Yeah,
year.
yeah. So Christmas Eve, because when we were small, my dad would be too excited to wait. He wanted us to open the presents as soon as possible. So he didn't really even encourage us to believe in Santa Claus because he just wanted us to see the presents. He loved giving it. And so that's kind of how it started. That we would have our bigger, from the time I was about 6 or 7, we would have our bigger Christmas in the evening. That was when my family was only together, when my nuclear family, when we had Christmas with my cousins and aunts and uncles, it would be different. But yeah, so. Anyway, the topic today is escaping the office. So let's go ahead and get started on that. And then I'm impressed. I'm actually quite impressed, Antonio and Araceli, that you are in class. And then Johnny also. It's a holiday for all 3 of you.
I'm in holiday together.
Excuse me?
I am also in holiday.
Yeah, and for all 3 of you, yeah, all 3 of you are on holiday, so it's like I'm impressed you're here. So
Yeah, because I'm enjoying your lesson, and
oh,
then that's
good,
why I come to hear.
good. I appreciate that. Like I've said previous times, I'm just having so much fun teaching here at Verbling, just because I do enjoy all of you guys, and it's just a lot of fun. So, all right, escaping the office. So, first question we have for you guys: is it easy for people to contact you? How do you keep in touch? So, Antonio, how do people contact you?
It depends on they need, but for people it's very easy to contact me because I am sales representative. I have
Mm-hmm.
to watch my mobile phone in every moment, in every time,
Mm-hmm.
always.
Okay. Okay. So you are easy to be contacted over the phone. That's
Yes.
the easiest way? Okay. How about you, Araceli? What is the easiest way that people contact you?
Well, I guess through the phone, calling me or sending me a WhatsApp message. For
Okay.
work, I don't give my phone number to, for example, to my students or to their families, so they have my email address,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they will write to me even on holiday.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Do you have your email address also on your cell phone?
Yes, I do. So that's why sometimes last summer I was in the beach and I saw an email from a parent asking for which lessons should his son study, and it was like, what? I've been on holiday for 15 days. What's this? What? It doesn't bother me too much.
Uh-huh. Okay. And how about you, Johnny? How do people in your work get a hold of you? Or not even work, how do
Um,
your family, or what's the best way for people to contact you?
so the best way for them to contact me will be finding me on the Facebook, or maybe sending me a text, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe send me an email, and then they can also find me on WeChat, one of the app on the Android market, and maybe Chinese Facebook QQ. So there are
Uh-huh.
so many ways they can contact with me.
Uh-huh. So do they call you on the phone at all?
Not really. They won't probably want to save their money, and they just send me a text and say, so yes, bro, hope you have a nice weekend, and then maybe we can catch up after the New Year, something like that.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, your situation sounds very similar to mine. I have today I got together with a really good friend of mine, and she says, Holly, you are terrible. You're so hard to get a hold of, and because I rarely answer my telephone, and and then when I do answer my phone, I'll call people back, but I also don't listen to my voicemail. And so
Oh,
today when I was at her house, I listened to like the last five or six messages that I received on my voicemail, and 4 of them were from her. So she
Yeah.
she thought that was really funny.
Yeah. Same as my girlfriend, because everyone want to contact with her, and then she didn't like pick up the phone and then
Uh-huh.
reply to them as soon as possible. So as a result, no one want to contact with her again.
Yeah. For
Because
me, people the best way for people to contact me is I don't like SMS. I'd rather talk to people on the phone. I just don't always have like for example, I just don't hear the phone, or I'm teaching when they call or something like that. So um, so for me, the best way is to do Facebook messages. So
sure. I agree. I agree.
um, and email is okay, but Facebook is faster as far as I'm concerned. Um, what was that question? Araceli, you said that you use WhatsApp. Is that
Yes,
really popular in Spain?
absolutely. If you have no WhatsApp user, you're like not communicate with the rest of the world. Yeah.
Okay. Is it Johnny, is that popular in New Zealand?
I think so, but I was trying to download it from the Android market, but didn't allow me to. So I only use a WeChat.
Okay. Because I just learned about it a couple months ago, and I only had on my list of friends from the US, only 3 of them were even using WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is like a free SMS. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Mhm.
Antonio, do you use it? Hello, Antonio? Okay, we cannot hear you for some reason. Can or is that my problem? Can I hear anybody?
No, I can hear
We
him,
can't
but
hear.
maybe he
Yeah,
unmuted
I can
himself.
hear you.
Yeah, it looked like he unmuted and now we can't hear him. So maybe um, there's a problem with your microphone or something. So yeah, in the States, I think the reason it has not caught on is because most of the mobile providers provide free SMS. So
No,
Oh,
but they are very expensive in
you mean
Spain.
to say they provide free text?
yeah, free text.
Oh,
Well,
that's good.
It's unlimited text and unlimited voice, and
It cost me
and
$10 in New Zealand here to just like send unlimited text.
ha- really,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's part of our it's part of their package that we have. So I think that's why. So most people, like my mom at 75 years old, she loves to send texts, but she just has unlimited text, so she doesn't even think of how much it costs. So that's probably why I think that's why that app has not taken hold in the U.S. I downloaded it, and I have one student who actually has contacted me that way. But you have to give the telephone number in order to do that, right?
yes, it's they look for you for a telephone number. Here, the
Okay.
text messages were costing like 25 cents each one, so it was expensive if you
Really?
were interchanging a lot of messages. So that was WhatsApp got so much on the population. Now the telephone operators maybe offer you free, not unlimited, but maybe 1,000, I don't know, a
Uh-huh.
lot of free messages every month. But
Uh-huh.
people are already used to WhatsApp, so it's
Uh-huh.
not. The problem is I don't like this application especially. I prefer, for example, Google Hangouts, but
Mhm.
not everybody has this. But
Mhm.
everyone, although they don't know how to use the internet or anything, everyone has WhatsApp on his or her cell phone in Spain.
Interesting. Yeah, and I prefer Skype. But then again, I realize that a lot of people don't have Skype, or they don't realize that you can do an instant message on Skype, and they see it as a telephone. So that you can make calls. But all right, let's go ahead and go on to the next section. We've got about 6 words here. We've got thrive, to thrive, the rat race, promotion, to estimate, to demand, and then the adjective remote. Yeah, and Antonio, can we check your sound again?
Hello, hello.
Oh, good. All right,
Me?
awesome. Awesome. You're good. Okay. I was gonna ask. I was asking you. What was I asking you
About the WhatsApp.
about WhatsApp?
I don't usually use the WhatsApp only. I use the WhatsApp only with relatives and friends. I don't want to use in a professional way.
Okay.
I refuse. I don't want it because I think you keep your I don't know the word intimity. I think you keep for yourself this way of contact. I only use for people who I like it, not for the whole people. I have several customers who used to send me WhatsApps and I didn't answer it because I refuse to use it for this way.
Okay, so you use the WhatsApp only for personal, not
Yes.
for professional.
No.
And
Yes.
where some people will use WhatsApp for professional reasons as well. Okay, okay. Yeah, because I mean, like for me, I use Facebook for personal, and LinkedIn for professional. So I won't let everybody on my Facebook, but on my LinkedIn I'll let pretty much everybody. So, all right, let's go to these verbs, these words. So we have Johnny. Every time I see that picture, I automatically want to call you Old Man in the Sea. So
you like.
So if I hear you say, if you hear me say old man, will you tell me? I really mean you.
Okay, no problem.
And I think you're a young man, so I know you won't take that wrong.
Yeah.
But I like the picture. I just every time I see that.
It's pretty good, better than the last one.
Yeah, I don't even remember what your last picture was. Was it dolphins?
Last picture is about a plant. It's a small plant, and it's living amongst stones.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I still don't remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, can you go ahead and read the first line over here on the right-hand side?
Okay. We press something strongly.
So what word would that be?
Demand.
Yes. Demand. And of course, I forgot to do this again. So to demand would be to request something strongly. Okay. And Araceli, could you read the next one?
Moving up a company to a more senior position, a promotion.
Yes. So the first and the second one is promotion. Okay. Promotion. And Antonio, can you read the next one? Hello, Antonio? Yeah, I think we're having the same problem. Not sure what the issue is, but going out and coming back in seems to fix it. So, okay, so Johnny, could you tell me what guess the number would be?
Guess the number will be estimate.
Yes, to estimate.
To estimate.
To estimate. Yeah, and Araceli, be successful. Which one would that be?
Thrive.
Thrive. Okay. Excellent. And Antonio.
Hello again. I
Hello.
don't know
Good.
why, but I have problems with my microphone. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah. It might be. Are you at all moving your moving around? Because
I don't know what are you asking me?
well, like yesterday, I had problems with my microphone, and it was
Oh,
because I had moved my laptop,
no, no, no.
and I have an external USB port that moved. So
No, no.
no.
We are here and we stay both of us, the laptop and me.
Okay, so nothing like that. So like Araceli said, it might be a problem with the Hangouts, and it's really annoying when it happens. I think it happens to all of us, and which is nice. At least it's not just always the same person. Everybody gets it. So I think Araceli, you ran into that yesterday, didn't you?
I don't know. Recently, I didn't have too many problems. Sometimes the teacher has that problem, and it's worse when it's the teacher affected.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is because it's you know, and you never. Sometimes I know when it's going to happen because what happens is my computer will start to my computer will start to like slow down, and I won't be able to do as much. But yeah, since you don't have background noise, Johnny came up with a great idea. Just don't mute it, you know, since you have no background noise. So, but anyway, far from a city. Antonio, what would that be?
I think it's remote.
Remote, yes. Okay, and then living and working with people, usually in a city. Antonio, what would that be?
Could be the rat race.
Yes, it is the rat race, and I would say it isn't just living in a city. The rat race is actually just kind of having a really fast career where you know, you wake up, you go to work, you do your hobbies, you go to bed. You wake up, go to work, do your hobbies, go to bed.
And in this case, the rat, what does it mean?
This is an idiom, so it doesn't really have to have a meaning. So, I think it's because you know how a rat usually is in a maze.
In a maze, no?
Okay, do you know what I mean? But does it, Antonio and Araceli and Johnny, do you know what I mean by that? If a rat is in a maze?
Yes.
No.
Okay, let me show you on
Not,
Google
please.
Images a rat maze. So okay, here's a maze, you know, and the rat is in this maze, right? They're trying to get the cheese. And so they're equating that our life when we go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go to work, come home is just like a rat race. You know, it's always the same thing. Our life is like what we're trying to do is we're going through this maze in order to get the cheese.
Yeah. Oh, I just remember the latest movie, The Amazing Maze, something like that.
Oh really? I haven't heard about that one. Amazing
Maybe, yeah, I think it's the Amazing Maze.
Maze. Yeah, okay. So we are all rats in our mazes in our busy lives. They are fooling us. Well, they are fooling us, or we are little games or toys for somebody else.
Yes. You know, you have to fit into the system, work a lot on,
Yeah.
and you don't know what's your goal or your aim. You just do the work in the maze every
Yeah,
day.
exactly. And if you don't fit into the system and you don't, you know, follow the maze, then you have some problems. So, but
Yes,
Anyway,
only clever rats can survive in the system.
exactly. Only the clever ones. So, Johnny, question for you. When you
Uh,
travel, so you're going for 21 days on this amazing trip.
yes.
In this trip, are you planning on going to any remote places?
Remote places. In this time, I think we better live in the city or maybe the
Uh-huh.
area we know already because
Mm-hmm.
we go to a different country and
Mm-hmm.
as a stranger or maybe as a visitor. So this time I better just leave it like safe trip for me and my girlfriend. Maybe next
Mm-hmm.
time then I will do something different.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah. So, you would say instead of in this time, you would say at this time.
At this
At
time.
this time, we're just gonna stay in the in the tourist areas, but maybe one day you'll go to the far out of the way places, um, in the remote places. Okay, all right. Araceli, do you ever travel to remote places at any time?
Not as much as I would like. I don't know, but no, now with my children it's very difficult. But maybe someday I would
Mm-hmm.
like to travel, as Johnny said, to areas which are out of the usual tour,
Mm-hmm.
the
Okay.
usual, yes, tours.
All right. And Antonio, how about you? Do you ever travel to any remote places?
No, I have never traveled to remote places. I only have traveled to closest countries here
Mm.
in
Mm-hmm.
Spain.
Okay.
But I would like to travel to New Zealand or Australia
Mm.
someday,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe New York to spend a New Year's Eve. But for the moment, it's very difficult. We have
Yeah.
a
Well,
10 years
welcome, Antonio.
Could you say me?
What did you say, Johnny?
I said, welcome to New Zealand, Antonio.
Uh, thank lot of thanks.
Yeah, and Antonio, I think maybe not this New Year's because it's too for early to plan, but maybe in the next few years we should have a verbaling party at Times Square in New York.
That's why I'm trying to improve my English.
Yeah, and Verbling can pay for all of us that have spent hours and hours in the Google Hangouts. I'm just joking, just just joking. But it would be fun because I that's one of the places. First of all, only been to New York once. It was just for about 3 or 4 days, but it totally surprised me because I've been to a lot of big cities around the world, and I never thought that the biggest city in my own country would be the one that just took my heart, and I absolutely love it. And so I would love to go back to New York City, and and especially to see the ball drop and in Times Square on New Year's Eve. That would be so fun. But Christmas time would be fun there too, and summertime, anytime would be fun there. So, all right, and let's see. Let's look at some more words. Johnny, are you hoping to get a promotion sometime in the near future?
I would love to if I got that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the problem for me right now is my English or maybe the confidence. I'm not confident enough to present myself in front of a group of people. So that's what I need to work on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's your confidence.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and yeah, because you speak English quite well, actually. So I think you're right. It is probably your confidence when you're with your colleagues. So,
Yeah.
all right. And how about you, Araceli? Are you hoping to get a promotion sometime soon?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that you lost out on one just recently. So,
Yes, yes, that's why. So well, in my work, you don't get a lot of promotion. I mean, it's like you are teaching So maybe you can become a principal or something, but I don't aim to do that.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
yes, I wanted the job which was being in charge of my department because I have been doing the tasks for a lot of time, so I
Yeah.
already know them. But
Yeah.
I
So
didn't get it.
yeah, department head.
Yes, something like that, but
Yeah.
it's not so important. But
Uh-huh.
so I think I will move to another school probably because if I don't have that position, it's not very likely that I can stay here. So I'll have to move.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay for me.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty much the problem with teaching. That there is very little movement. With a majority, 98% of the teachers don't ever move. Um,
Well, they don't promote you, but we move. Actually, we move a lot between schools here in
yeah,
Spain.
but I meant upward mobility. I meant movement in not in location, but in
Yeah.
job
No,
level.
you don't really get a career. You start, and 30 years later, you are doing the same things and
Yes, exactly. Same thing.
getting more or less the same salary.
Uh-huh. It's different with my type of teaching, but with the school teaching, that's one. University teaching also you can kind of move up the ranks, but not
Yes.
regular teaching. So, Antonio, how about you? Are you hoping for a promotion sometime in the near future?
And besides, I want to travel to remote places. That's other reason that I am trying to improve my English. Or my company is rising the level of sales abroad,
Uh-huh.
and that's why I I want to promote in this company.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's why I'm trying to improve my English.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Would you, Johnny, would you consider yourself would you consider yourself demanding? Do you
Demanding.
do you demand a lot from yourself or from others? Do you
You
request
mean
things? Yeah,
from my mother and father?
or anyone, anyone. The word I'm asking is to practice the word demand.
Okay.
Demand.
Probably I think I'm not that kind of person, but I
Uh-huh.
demanding a lot from myself.
Okay, so you demand a lot from yourself. And request something strongly. So you request but you do demand things from yourself. You demand good work and so forth. So
Yes.
okay, excellent.
Maybe a good performance or something.
Okay, and so Araceli, I'm trying to think of a question. How do you know that your children are thriving?
Thriving in what sense?
Well, the answer here is to be successful.
Oh,
They're successful and thriving. How do you know that they are
I
thriving?
don't. At school, for example,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I suppose if they get good marks,
Uh-huh.
but
Okay.
yes, but
Okay.
you never know. Sometimes your children are have different skills, and you have to discover in which one of them they thrive.
Okay. Yeah, so in some areas they thrive better than in other areas. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of times they will use this word in a lot. For example, if you have ever heard of a baby that is not taking the mother's milk or not drink, and the baby gets really sick, the baby in English will say that the baby is a failure to thrive baby, and it's for some reason. A failure to thrive. So thrive has to do with it's being successful, but also being just doing well in what they're doing. In this respect, a failure to thrive baby is not able to eat, is not eating, so they're not thriving. They're not doing the basic things in life. So I hope that doesn't confuse you, but that word that's where I have heard this the most, I think, is when they're talking about a baby. But you also say children are thriving at school. Well, he's thriving at school. He's doing really well. So, okay, the word estimate. Antonio, you say you're sales representative. Okay, so
Yes.
do you guys have to estimate every month how much you are going to sell?
Yes.
Yeah.
And every year.
And every year? And what happens to sales representatives if they do not make their quota?
The boss is annoyed.
Okay.
But it's
Yeah.
very difficult. Nowadays, it's very difficult to make to estimate something because you don't really know how it's going to happen because things are changing very quickly, and it's very difficult for us to know how sales what are going to have the next month. It's very complicated.
Yeah, and especially since because of the financial crisis,
Yes.
some industries are still doing well and some industries are not. It just depends on who your clients are. So, all right. So what we're going to do is read an article, and we're going to fill in the spaces using a word from the box below. So we've got managers behind Signal and Forget. Managers behind Signal and Forget. So, Johnny, could you read the first paragraph?
The office can be a stressful place. There are endless meetings to attend, targets to attain, and deadlines to meet. Although many people strive under such conditions, most also look forward to escaping the rat race for a few days by taking a vacation.
Okay. All right, thank you. And that's what you are doing. You're escaping your rat race. So that's
Absolutely.
great. Yeah. Araceli, next one.
A vacation is traditionally seen as a time to rest and recuperate. It allows you to
And I wrote the
forget.
I wrote the words on the Verbling chat, by the way. It allows you
Yes,
to
thank you.
forget
About travel times at the workplace and concentrate on recharging your batteries. Until recently, it was also a time when you were unable to contact the office. However, in the age of cell phones and email, it is now very easy to communicate with the workplace while on vacation.
Okay. And Antonio, next one.
It's estimated that around 40% of American managers keep in touch with the office while on holiday. Some keep in contact out of sense of duty. Others worry that being out of the loop could affect future promotion prospects. Recently, there has been a growth in the phenomenon of companies demanding that their employees leave contact details while on holiday.
Okay. There has been a growth. So
Growth,
yeah. Okay. And phenomenon. Yeah. So employees leave contact details while on holiday. Okay. And Johnny, could you read the next one?
So should an employee on vacation keep an eye on the workplace by phone or email, or is it acceptable to leave the cell phone behind? If you are the type to worry, then perhaps it is better to check in with the office every few days. However, many argue that it is more beneficial for a company to allow its employees to relax and not contact the office.
Okay. Araceli.
The alternative is to take a vacation somewhere particularly remote, mountain climbing or trekking in a jungle where there is no cell phone signal or internet connection. However, the pace of technological advances means that very soon, even in these places, you won't be able to escape the office.
Okay. Now, Johnny, this word right here, acceptable. So the first C is a k sound, so acceptable. The second, acceptable.
Acceptable.
Yeah, so both C's have a different sound. Okay. And
Acceptable. Okay.
And Araceli, you have problems with the exact same word I have problems with. I have a very difficult time with this word particularly. I've had to actually practice it. So particularly.
Particularly.
Yeah, larly. I think the larly is hard, particularly. And also technological, and that one what you did is you said it so fast that part of it we didn't hear. Could you say that again?
Technological.
Technological. Okay, good. All right. All right, so let's go through this again. Are there any words or phrases that you guys do not know? Everybody know targets to attain.
Is it target to achieve?
Yes, achieve would be a great word for attain. Targets to achieve and deadlines to meet. We know what thrive here. They're successful under such conditions, but they also look forward to escaping the everyday mundane life. And let's see if there's any other words. Recharging your batteries. What does that mean, everyone? Anyone?
Refresh yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you recharge your batteries, you are resting and recuperating in order to go back well rested. And sometimes people recharge their batteries by reading a book, or they go out and run 25 miles. So it isn't just resting, but it's just doing something that relaxes you. See, in the age of cell phones, everybody understands that. Okay. Okay, some keep in contact out of a sense of duty. Does everybody know what a sense of duty is?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And how about others worry that being out of the loop could affect future prospects? So out of the loop. Do you all know what out of the loop means?
Out of the loop, is it the opposite of keep someone in the loop?
Yes.
Okay.
So what does keep someone in the loop mean?
Because every time I send an email to someone, and then they always tell me to please keep me in the loop. So it's the same as keep me updated.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, if somebody is out of the loop, they are not informed. They do not know what is actually happening with the whatever project or whatever the situation is. For example, many of us can live our everyday lives, and we can escape listening to the news or reading the newspaper. And if we do that quite often, we completely are out of the loop when it comes to all kinds of news. So you don't know what the current events are, what is happening in the world today, because you're just out of the loop. So, all right. Promotion. I think everything else. I think we have everything else. Okay. So first of all, the first question. According to the article, what are the benefits of taking a vacation? Antonio.
The main benefits are to switch off your work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, switch off your work. Okay.
And
Yeah.
rest and recharge your batteries.
Yeah. To recharge batteries. For a lot of people, that's really important. Okay. And Araceli, why do some managers keep in touch with the office while on vacation?
Because they have a sense of duty and also because they want to keep in contact.
Okay. Yeah, they want to stay in the loop.
Yes, they don't want important decisions affecting them to happen without them knowing it.
Exactly.
I guess.
Yeah, that is exactly what's going on, They don't want to show up and then after 2 weeks away and find out that, the entire office is moving to San Francisco because they weren't there to stop it. So.
Yes.
All right, number 3. What is the benefit, Johnny, what is the benefit of a remote location when choosing a vacation?
This one I didn't focus on the article. Can I say my opinion?
Yes.
Yeah. I think the benefit is so out of work, far away from the work, and maybe I'm not quite sure about this one.
Well, I think it was back in, what was it? I think it was the summer of 2001. My brother was working with a company, and he was trying to take vacation, and I was home, and I asked him.
Oh no.
The teacher
I
is
mentioned the problem with the teachers and then this happened.
I think you just clicked the wrong button. Or maybe back, or should we wait for maybe 1 or 2 minutes?
Yes,
Yeah,
she's back.
It's
That was weird. All of a sudden, I looked at the computer, and it said Hangouts, and it went. It had that little thing. It goes, and I could tell I was still. Could you guys see me?
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
yes.
Did you see me look at the computer? Go. Because usually, the camera goes out. But did that happen to you, or was it just me? I wasn't moving anything. So anyway, so Antonio and I have had our problem today. So it's
Yes.
the next one. Araceli, Johnny, your turn.
Probably.
So where did I stop? Did you guys?
Number 3.
Okay, did you hear me at all?
Yes.
Okay, so he was trying to take vacation, and he took me camping, me and his daughters camping, and the reason was because when he was in town, people would realize it and would call him, and he runs a company where he fixes the gas tanks and at the gas stations, and so when the gas stations go out, they need somebody knowledgeable, and he's quite good at that. And he was like, every time I go on vacation, I have to go remotely because they always call me. So, but anyway, the benefit of a remote location when choosing a vacation is no one can contact you. So, if you're in the mountains where there's no cell phone service, no one can contact you. So, Johnny, for your vacation that you're starting, will you be able to access the internet or use your cell phone?
I'm not sure. Depends on the hotel and the restaurant, because if they provide the free Wi-Fi service, then I can
Mhm.
access to the internet. But if they don't, then probably I can't attend to your class.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
and then of course one thing I learned a couple days ago, somebody tried to call in from Starbucks, and the Wi-Fi was too low and never could understand. So you might run into that as well.
Yeah, the same
You might
as the
only be able
Wi-Fi
to
in
listen.
McDonald's.
What?
The same Wi-Fi service is quite low at McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's probably won't work. I have actually taught from McDonald's, but I never used the Wi-Fi service. I use my cell phone. So, um, all right. So let's go ahead and match the two halves of these collocations. So attend, recharge, keep, a sense, be out of, and keep goes with an eye on something, the loop, your batteries, in touch, a meeting of duty. So, Antonio, could you match attend?
Attend a meeting.
Attend a meeting, perfect. Okay, and Araceli, recharge.
Your batteries.
Okay. And Johnny, keep
Keep an eye on something.
an eye on something, okay? And Araceli, a sense
Of duty.
of duty, okay? And Antonio, be out of
Bit out of the loop.
the loop, yes. And Johnny,
Keep in touch.
keep in touch, okay? So, Antonio, how do you keep in touch with your family?
What kind of family? My parents or my wife or my son?
Okay. Well, either your extended family, extended. We have, of course, in English we have the extended family, and then we have the nuclear family. Do you have any siblings?
Yes.
How do
With
you?
with my wife, the contact is we have always the contact because we are calling 2 or 3 times every day
Okay.
if I am away. But with my parents, for example, 1 per day only.
Okay. So, one phone call a day to your parents?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Do you have any siblings, brothers or sisters?
And no, I don't. I don't have brothers and sisters.
Okay, so you're an only child. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Araceli, how do you keep in touch with your family?
Mainly with my extended family through the phone because they don't live here. So, but I call them not too frequently. Sometimes.
Okay.
Yes, I think. Well, my mother doesn't call me so much too, so I suppose it's okay with her.
Yeah.
And with my sister who lives there too, sometimes I call her, but sometimes I just text her
Mm-hmm.
for not very important things. So more or less we keep in contact, but we don't talk too much. But when I'm there, then I spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. Sounds like with my siblings. I've got 4 siblings. I've got 3 brothers and then my twin sister. And with my brothers, and we kind of have this unwritten kind of rule that I always get them the same gift for Christmas and birthday that they give me, and that is absolutely nothing. So, and it works great for us. Now it doesn't work with all siblings, but with my siblings, we just are like, great. We don't have to call, we don't have to do anything. So, but we do communicate. So, All right. Well, everyone, I want to thank you all for your participation. Have a wonderful Christmas. I will see you on the other side of my Christmas, which would be, I think next time I'm planning on teaching is my midnight on the 26th. So I'll see you guys there if you're around. Thank you.
See you.
Bye.
See
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Enjoy
And
your
Merry
See you.
Christmas,
Christmas.
everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry-
Christmas.
Thanks. Bye.